Hi, I'd like to talk about TV, films and comics on this channel. Today we're going to talk about Trouble by Mark Millar. Right then, Trouble by Mark Millar is a Marvel book. We've got the hardcover version here. I'll put the date when it came out down below. Art is by Terry Dodson. It is a weird book because it's nothing to do with superheroes whatsoever. There's no mention of superheroes at all. It's almost like it harkens back to the Marvel romance comic days. What Mark Millar's done is done a story set in sort of the 60s, let's say, and you follow a pair of girls and a pair of guys going off to work in the summer at a resort in the Hamptons. So they're going to be sort of staff to rich people. The boys are Ben and Peter, and the girls are May and Mary. If you know anything about comics, you already know where this is going, or do you? They are young, hot people. Richard is a bit more, well, a lot more forward than Ben. Ben is sort of the second best in the family. Richard is clearly the favourite. He's been bought the cool car by his dad, and his dad thinks that Ben is a bit of a wimp, and even doesn't refer to Ben in conversation when they're both there. It's sort of a bit horrible like that. May is extrovert, red-haired, who's up for shagging everyone, and Mary is sort of a good Christian girl. They go off to camp, they hook up, and they pair off. And what you get is a sort of teenage sex comedy almost going on. You can see it playing out on like a sort of okay film. They pair up, they have sex, they dodging the sort of crusty old manager of the resort as he's trying to get them, and they're skinny dipping, things like that. And then it takes a sort of weird turn where someone gets pregnant, they have to decide what to do with it. They make a decision that sort of tears up all the friendships. They end up going off to run away, and they end up in this really grim situation with someone. And this then leads to them making a decision that I didn't see coming from anywhere. And if taken as canon, which I think this is, there's nothing to say this isn't canon, really sort of fucks with the relationships in the Marvel universe for one of its most popular characters going forward. And once you've read this and understand what that twist is, think, wow, I'm surprised they kind of got away with that through editorial. That's weird. Especially considering they haven't written it out as far as I'm aware. The twist is that May Parker is Peter's mother, and she gave him up to Mary, the people we thought were his parent, the woman we thought was his mother, without anyone realising. So the people Peter Parker thought were his parents weren't, and the woman he's actually living with, his aunt, is actually his mother. Although Ben isn't his father, Richard is his father, because Ben's sterile, but they kind of put that in as well. It's a weird story. It was enjoyable to read for curiosity value. I wasn't bored throughout it, but I kept turning up and going, what the fuck's going on next? What is happening? The art's good, it's fun, it's clear, and you can, like I say, you can see it playing out as a sort of weird 90-minute Netflix type film. You know, it's just one of those sort of strange films. It's a curiosity. It's worth having a look at. I mean, my copy I got second hand. Price wise, I paid £4 for this, which I think was a bargain. You can get it for £5 on somewhere like Amazon or a reseller like World of Books, where I got it from. My copy was a little bit dirty and grubby. I'm sure it'll clean off with just a wet wipe on the glossy cover. It's a nice printing. I wouldn't pay any more for it, but if you want something that's likely to never be reprinted, grab it while you can. Stick it in your collection, and it's always there if you want to refer something weird to people. And you can also always say to other comic book fans, oh, don't you know that Aunt May is in canon Peter's mother? And they go, no, she isn't. And you go, oh, maybe fine, she is. Let me know what you think of the story. Oh, and also it's got some super inappropriate issue covers as well. They're like, for some reason there's like what looks to be 14-year-old girls in bikinis doing suggestive poses. don't know what that's all about. I mean, they're in there. Nothing to do with the story whatsoever. But yeah, let me know what you think about it. Please feel free to like and subscribe, and thanks for watching.